I don't play any DLCs. Am I the only one? And here's why. Hey you, what's good? DLC culture. Having snippets of gameplay spoon-fed to you for games you put on the shelf months ago. Dying Light, Witcher, Cyberpunk 2070, whatever. Also Far Cry, now Astropod. A lot of games do this. And I never play them. Even when I really enjoyed the game in the first place. You see, if a new game comes out, I complete it. I am a completionist, you know. I concentrate on the story, I experience the full immersion. I learned the controls, and I specifically allocated time for this title. Probably the game was really anticipated as well. In other words, I was balls deep. Now a new game came out, and I'm concentrating on that, enjoying the new game. And then DLC for this old game pops up.
Hey friend, you remember me? We had such good times. Hey dude, you buy this DLC, those good times will return.
So you can play extra 4 or 5 hours of this extra content. Sometimes even more, a lot more, but I'm not going to go into that. So now I need to get back in, remembering what was the story all about, all the nuances of the leveling systems, controls, and gear, how I built the character. Most of the time, going back in even ruins the first experience you had with the game. You know, you kind of ruin the memory itself, desecrate it. Because either the DLC is horrible and sucks ass, or you just can't get back into the groove. I don't remember who's who, where to go, it's just stupid. So for the past 7 years, almost 7 years, I haven't purchased a single DLC. And also what really bothers me, if a new DLC for your game comes out, it's not in the physical form. It's like I have a disc version of a game, DLC comes out, now you have physical, you buy the digital DLC for your game, it's not a full set anymore. How can I sell the game as a full package when I don't have half of the game? Witcher 3 actually did the ideal setup. Not ideal because they really didn't have a physical game in the box as well. But still, I will show you. You see, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine expansions. DLCs for Witcher 3. They have in the box the code for the game, manual, and Gwent cards. This is what I call a DLC. You have a nice, juicy box. Even though the DLC comes with a code in the box, you actually have something on the shelf to show for it. So Witcher 3 did it right. So overall, it feels fragmented to have a portion of a game in one medium and the second portion in other. So what's the point I'm trying to make here? Instead of making DLCs, concentrate on making the best version of the game, especially before releasing it. Give it all you can. Make it as impactful as possible. Make people come back to the title long after they've finished it, without a DLC. I would really like to see statistics. How many DLCs are actually successful? How many people of the overall first package return to the game after a DLC? Metal Gear Solid 5. Do you remember Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain? This is the best kind of setup for a game I've ever seen. Even if you finish the story, the game is complete, but you still have FOB bases. Well, B is a base, but FOBs. You can take resources from other players, you can build up your FOBs, and this makes me come back to the game at least twice a year for the past 7 years. Oh my god, it's actually 9 years, because Metal Gear Phantom Pain released in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. So I still play it once in a while. Do you have any games that make you kind of return to the game after you've finished it? Please let me know down in the comment section. And also, have you ever played any DLCs worthwhile? Now that I mention it, I remember that I bought the DLC because my friend wanted me to for Cyberpunk 2077. I booted the game up, and this was a time where I was still playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, meaning that going from Call of Duty first-person shooter to Cyberpunk, it felt clunky. It felt horrible because the smoothness of Call of Duty doesn't compare to Cyberpunk 2077. It feels sluggish and stupid, so that's why I didn't play the DLC. But Metal Gear Phantom Pain, the game loop was awesome. And actually, I even made a video about me still playing it. It should pop up somewhere here, so definitely give it a watch. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit a like, smash that bell, and if you dare, subscribe as well. I'm Silly Llamas, and thanks for watching. Till next time.